It is 3 in the morning. The house is silent, the world is asleep, but you are wide awake. Your heart might be beating a little faster. Your mind starts to race. You tell yourself it's stress, or maybe you just need to use the restroom. But what if it's none of those things? What if this frustrating ritual is actually a critical distress signal from the hardest working organ in your body? Today we explore the real reason you wake up in the middle of the night. And the answer is found not in your bedroom, but in your liver. My name is Professor Marcus Fischer. My work is to connect the symptoms you experience to their underlying metabolic causes. And this particular symptom is a classic sign of a system under stress. To understand what's going wrong, we first need to understand what happens when things go right. Your brain requires a constant supply of glucose, or sugar, to function, even while you sleep. The responsibility for providing this steady fuel falls to your liver. Throughout the day, your liver stores glucose in a special form called glycogen. Think of your liver's glycogen stores as a small, rechargeable battery specifically designed to keep your brain powered overnight. In a healthy person, this battery has more than enough charge to last 8 full hours. But what happens when that battery is faulty? In a person with insulin resistance or a fatty liver, 2 things occur. First, a liver clogged with fat has much less space to store glycogen. Second, a diet high in carbohydrates and sugar forces your body to burn sugar all day, so you never become efficient at using fat for fuel. So, your liver's battery capacity is now dramatically reduced. It can no longer hold an 8-hour charge. Instead, maybe it can only hold a 4 or 5-hour charge. This is where the chain reaction begins. At around 2 or 3 in the morning, your liver's glycogen, that stored sugar, runs out. Your blood sugar level starts to fall to a dangerously low point. Your brain senses this as a life-threatening emergency. It panics. It needs fuel, and it needs it now. So it sends an SOS signal to your adrenal glands. In response, your adrenal glands flood your body with stress hormones, primarily cortisol and adrenaline. The job of these hormones is to force your body to create emergency sugar from other sources, like muscle tissue. They are there to save you. But cortisol and adrenaline are also your fight or flight hormones. They are designed to wake you up and prepare you for a threat. They raise your heart rate, increase your blood pressure, and switch your mind into high alert. And that is why you are suddenly wide awake, staring at the ceiling at 3 a.m., your mind racing. It wasn't a bad dream. It was a metabolic emergency. So how do we fix this? The long-term solution is to fix the root cause. Improve your insulin sensitivity and reduce fatty liver by lowering your intake of sugar and refined carbohydrates. This allows your liver to heal and rebuild its glycogen battery. But for a short-term solution you can try tonight. You can provide your body with a different, more stable fuel source before bed. I'm not talking about a carb-heavy snack, which would just spike your insulin. Instead, try 1 tablespoon of almond butter or a small handful of pecans about an hour before you go to sleep. These foods are primarily healthy fat and protein. They provide a very slow, steady release of energy that doesn't require insulin. This acts as a backup generator, preventing that blood sugar crash and keeping your stress hormones dormant. So remember, waking up at 3 a.m. is not a sleep problem. It is a blood sugar problem and a liver problem. By addressing the fuel source, you can address the symptom. In our next video, we'll discuss the so-called healthy whole grains and why they can be just as damaging to your blood sugar as white bread. If this information provided you with a critical piece of your health puzzle, please subscribe and enable notifications. I'm very interested to hear from you. Does this happen to you? And if so, at what time? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for your time. Please remember to consult with your healthcare provider. This is for educational purposes only.